Why are you this way? Oh, shut up. Wait, there's sound? You guys can hear? How? Wait, you guys can actually hear me? I don't know how that happened. I didn't do anything that seemed like it would warrant sound. Okay. Cool. Woohoo! Okay. So... Okay, this is weird. Okay, there we go. Now I can kind of hear myself. Alright. So... Stop giving me notifications! I'm just fixing things up because I want to see the chat still. That's not gonna work. There we go. Ah! This stream is already a mess. Great. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Okay, before I start anything, how's everyone doing here? Is everybody over the age of 13 and ready to be mentally disturbed? I see some people are excited of the game I'm playing. Oh, I can scroll down. Hey Jamie! I am 13. Well, I'm 13 if it counts. Awesome. Nope, I'm 11. Well, person who's 11, you have been warned, and I'm pretty sure you probably shouldn't watch this stream, but I can't really tell you what to do. You've never heard of this game? Well, from what I've heard, it's a dating game. Like, it's like a dating sim, but it like, takes a turn to hell, and, like, is, like, really psychological, horror-y. That wasn't a word. Okay, well, if you've seen it and you're younger than 13, then I guess, heck, let's do it. Is everyone ready? Oh god, it certainly does take a turn. No spoilers, though, because I've been avoiding spoilers the best I possibly can. Team suck. Was not fast enough for you. Not suitable for children or those who are... I can't read! Why can't I hear the game audio? I'm sure there's music playing. You guys can hear the music and I can't. That's not fair. I want to know what the music sounds like, and this is not helpful for me because apparently the music's really good and I want to hear it. At all? I can't hear the volume, or I can't hear the music. How do I fix this? I am the opposite of tech savvy. Believe me on that. Okay, good, that's better. Awesome. now at least you guys can hear me while I try to figure this out and fail. I heard it earlier, I know I did. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. No, it's not playing if I take out the headphones either. How long is this gonna take to start up a dang stream? It's gonna be like 15 minutes or something. Just to figure out how to... Oh yeah, and the description and everything is wrong, and the thumbnail's wrong, because I don't know how to, YouTube. You are so tech-savvy? Who are you, deceit? You're being sarcastic. Or you're lying. I know, one of the two, you're doing that. Now we need tech Virgil. What about sound, Hot Topic? I like that comment. Do you think I need a pat in the back? Yeah, I have had quite the dadventure, you know, on YouTube today. Wait. What did I just do? I think I just unmuted myself. Sound, Hot Topic. I like that comment. Why I just can't hear anything. Do you think I need a pat in the back? This is weird. Yeah, I have had quite the dadventure, you know, on YouTube today. This is such a bop, though. Well, I want to hear it. Oh, I see the problem. What did I did it. I did it. I just unmuted myself. Sound, Hot Topic. I like that comment. You're right, this is a good bop. I did it! I'm so proud of myself. Okay. Now, having all that have been said, my volume isn't as low, Gan. I love you guys and I hate you guys at the same time. Oh. Nice. Okay, awesome. I can't YouTube. Says the person with how many subscribers and the super cool editing. You can YouTube technology is just little, yeah. Okay, well. Okay, let's get started here. Because I did start the stream to play the game after all. Okay. New game. Please enter my name. Oh. I'm gonna use my real name just for the just to that's not right. More immersive for me as a psychological horror game. I'm sure that would help. Okay, I'm sorry. The chat is distracting me, and it really shouldn't be. Oh god, voices. I forgot about those. Don't hate me and don't judge me. If you really need me to stop, tell me. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance. Oh, this is not dialogue. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw towards herself. That girl is Sayori? Oh, Sayori? My neighbor and my good friend since we were children. Okay. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Okay, I do know that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Relatable. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori, I'm never gonna be able to pronounce that right, catch up to me. Oh, she's so small and cute. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Gabrielle. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Guys, tell me if I'm, like, pronouncing the name horrible. Yes. Horribly is what I was trying to say. Or if I'm actually not doing horribly. Because I feel like I'm butchering it. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with others. Speckled? Okay, that's it. Sure, use that word. Why not? Other students in making their daily commute. By the way, Gabrielle, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. Nope. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. That sounds like me. I haven't really been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Or did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on an average with spending my free time on games and anime. I like this character. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried. I'm sorry, I suck at reading. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Yep. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What's a NEET? Should I know that? I probably should, but I don't. In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. She knows me. She knows who I am now. This is who I am. I don't know the real world. I should have gone to a club in high school. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Hey! What is a NEET? So I'm not the only one who doesn't know. Huh, okay. A NEET is someone who no longer is in the educational system at a young age. I did not know that. Okay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind. Mind at least a little bit. But even... I suck at reading. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Ooh, transitions. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Convenient for storytelling purposes. Nothing interesting happened at school today. Next. Okay, I'm doing this. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Same. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh no, I'm that nerd. I totally would go to an anime club though, if it didn't involve a whole lot of socializing and we just watched the animes and maybe discuss them. I wouldn't discuss anything, but I'd be like listening to other people discuss it. I just stabbed the roof of my mouth with a chip. I'm in pain. Oh no. I'm sorry. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Ah, okay. I think I'm gonna end up going to her club. Yeah, I have a habit of saying the R's as close to I can't. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Okay. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori's really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for cupcakes, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today. I just said today. Great start. Okay. And thus, today marks the day. Today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I feel like that line is more serious than I'm actually taking it. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Today. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh, I gotta give other voices. And they're not all gonna be I'm not gonna be able to keep them either. She seems like she might be soft-spoken, and she seems a lot calmer than the other one, so Sayori. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. I like how they're just girl wanting up to. Seriously? You brought a boy? Excuse me. You're not right there, but whatever, I don't care. Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Gabrielle, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Just sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name apparently is Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Wait, what voice did I give her? That's right. It's great to see you again, Gabrielle. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a bit... you too, Monica. Come sit down, Gabrielle. I should have made my name Gabby. I'm getting tired of saying my full name. Did she just assume my gender? Yes, she did. Okay, I'm getting tired of my hair. Fixed out. Legs need stretch. Come sit down, Gabrielle. Oh, no. Come sit down, Gabrielle. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. That works, I guess. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri... Why am I saying Yuri and, I don't even... I'm doing the R thing for one and not the other. They walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! whoa. I don't know how to say that, thing. I don't know. Yuri on Ice. Yeah, it's probably because of Yuri on Ice that I'm saying Yuri with an American accent and, Sayori with a, I don't even want to say Japanese accent, but I think that's more closer how do they pronounce their R's. I could be wrong. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cute little cats. Oh, that hurt my face. Did you hear that slap? Yikes. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate are made to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. These voices are getting really hard to keep up with. I am not prepared for this. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, and then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing on her face. Great table manners. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Who does that? Actually, I do that. Why do I do that? I don't know. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Probably. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Like, the natural Tsunade line? Need them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. Oh, that sprite is adorable. But not for you... Not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully replaces a teacup places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Why can't I read? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you to enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not true. Insulted, Yuri looks away. Oh. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of that question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Oh, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if I just want to know, why is her hair constantly blowing in the wind? Like, they're in a classroom. Anime hair makes no sense. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling a dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Stop giving me notifications that my computer's not satisfactory for this stupid program. Ugh, you're breaking my immersion. Why are all the Tsunodes flat-chested? It's a stereotype. I don't know. Anime and hair and boobs make zero sense. Agreed. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. I'm not fun nor worthwhile. I can never start a club, crap. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, probably. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Gabrielle, what kind of things do you like to read? Fan fiction. Lots and lots of gay fan fiction. Is that literature enough for you? Well, considering how little I've read in the past 3 years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious, by the way her eyes lit up, that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Is that so, Yuri? Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I'm looking forward to this game. It's lots of, yeah, lots of foreshadowing here. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, is that so, Yuri? I read a horror book once. I just really grasped something I can relate to in a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes stared over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus you have... Now that we have a new member... Oh no, I'm already a member. I'm trapped. What am I watching? You're watching Doki Doki Literature Club. Leave now while you still can. It's a horror game. Shh. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Gabrielle? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Gabrielle... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. And there it starts. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, I can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Gabrielle, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety well up inside me. I could make a sides joke here, but I'm not going to. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Gabrielle. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for the club. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in this literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Okay. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. That makes sense. Huh. Inferno. Bubbles. Like this one. Hello. Pichu Girl 14. Hi back. Misfortune. Love. Tone. Vivid. Sensation. Uncanny. I'm just really tempted to pick the words I like. I don't, because I don't really know which words, to choose for Yuri, really. And by the way, my main motivation for picking Yuri is because she's the most like my girlfriend. Does that say something about me? But, maybe... Desire, Whirlwind, Starscape... Just pick the words I like. Okay, I'll do that then. I'm picking really negative words. Death. Just death. Who's gonna like this poem? I'm very curious. Spinning. Sing. Oh shoot, how do I save in this? Does anyone know? Death! I'm choosing death. Infallible. Destiny, charm. Vanilla, pout, fireworks. Papa, okay. Explode, covet, whistle, pain, misery, special, aura, scars. I like scars. Quotes by Gabby. Strawberry, Valentine, crimson. Crimson, I like that word. I also like the word flee. Crimson. After image. Lazy. Me. Together. Tenacious. Got some good words in here. Nice flower, rainbow, kiss, marriage, graveyard. Playground. There's a lot of wow, there's 20 word choice things. Look at the bottom of the screen. There's I see it. Thank you. Starry Girlish. Starry Girlish? Is that right? I saved in the middle of this, but I really should have saved before. Heck. Well, what am I gonna do? Nope. Exit out of the game. Heck. How do I get out? Return. Okay. Giggle, waterfall, raindrops, uncontrollable. I like uncontrollable. Imagination, depression. Tragedy. Tragedy. Insight, excitement, clumsy, candy, defeat, lucky, chocolate, massacre, massacre. Nightgown. I have a problem. I need to scroll this down again. What you playing, Gabby? I am playing Doki Doki Literature Club, which is a horror game disguised as a dating sim. Leave now if you're easily scared, I guess. I don't know. Skipping, precious, romance, broken, color, fester, horror, grief. Grief. Twirl. Entropy. Extreme, hair, incapable. Anxiety. I have to choose anxiety. Suicide. Why do I want to pick all the really bad ones? Nibble. I like the word nibble. Who's my favorite girl? I like Yuri. Hi again, Gabrielle. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Can you guys hear me well enough? By the way, because my microphone's kind of far away from me. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Gabrielle. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making your dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Again, you're assuming my gender. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. I don't even know how to make that sound. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Which Sanders side do I like? Well, I mean, I like all of them. What do you mean, truth or dare? I'm in the middle of playing a game. Animes, what are you doing? Which Sanders side do I like? I didn't answer that. Logan's my favorite. Also, thank you, Jason Carter. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm having a hard time keeping track of which is which. Don't worry, guys. Gabriel always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your mom... Nope. That's because your room, quite different words, is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Gabriel can become good friends too? Sayori? Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it was a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want me to. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Me, whenever I'm around my girlfriend. Just saying. She even picked out a book she thinks I'd like, despite not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Okay. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down at the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. Sure. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do things and speak to their creative minds. What's this? Suri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, well, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Ah, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Alright, bye Jamie. Anyway, we still need to work out the details for the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori still herself, her usual self. Hello, number one Fander, who just got here. Honestly, I'm getting tired already. I mean, I have been streaming for an hour, but, and I've been talking literally the entire time. Does anybody want to take a chat break? I do. Ask me things, I guess, for a little bit. This isn't going to be the whole stream. Scream, yes. It's another live stream, everybody. What game is this? It's called Doki Doki Literature Club, and it's a horror game disguised as a dating sim. I have to leave in 20 minutes. Well, that is unfortunate. I mean, you can always watch the rest later. It's probably going to be a really long stream, but... Yes, you did get notice, number one Founder. Your name is actually easy to say, so I can actually read it quickly. I needed that. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Do I like the game so far? I do. It's a little It's a little slow. But, it's probably just because I have to read so much. And I'm bad at reading, so it's a struggle for me. Hello, Lucy Nielsen. Oh. I'm so tired already. This is not a good sign. I got noticed 4 times, and I think I will watch this later. Alright. It'll speed up, trust me. Okay. I'll trust you. That's good to hear. Actually, yeah, what about the poems they wrote for each other, or wrote to read to each other? What, did I pick out all those words for nothing? I want to know who I ended up picking. Yeah, I figured you meant later. Which Sanders side do you like to cosplay? Well, I like to cosplay all of them. Really, I like cosplaying any of the 4 for different reasons, except for Logan, because I don't feel like I can do him justice. When I dressed as Patton, I feel like, you know, I let my inner child be released, and I just have a good time. And when I'm Roman, I feel like I look very handsome, and I want to take a bunch of photos, and I want to be, I don't know, very fancy and flamboyant, which is fun. And when I'm Virgil, I can just let out all of my stress and my annoyance at the world, and then I'm suddenly in character. It's great. Which side am I more like? I am most like Patton. Notice me, senpai. Hello, Melody Comet. You have been noticed. Make that 5. Touche. I like to see. I do. I just don't have a cosplay for him yet. One question. Who is your favorite Sanders side? Patton, Foeman, Logan, Virgil, is it deceit? Well, I just answered that, but I appreciate the typos. Which side are you more like? Do you drink pop? Do you mean, or I mean, does that mean like soda? Cause like, cause yeah, I do drink soda. I literally live off Dr. Pepper. But that's the only thing I could think that pop might mean. Dang it, in Saru for the typo. You're making me laugh. Never mind 6. What do you mean by 6? And are you including Thomas? Because that's a bit of a stretch, but okay. Did you do Evan Edinger's? Yeah. YouTube dating game. I didn't know he had a dating game. I actually do know who he is, though. Do you like my name? Pikachu girl. I mean, it's cute. It's kind of hard to say, since it's not exactly Pikachu girl. It's just Pikachu. But it's a good name. Sanders chat stories. It's okay. No need to apologize. Hello, do you ship Roman and Virgil? Have you seen my channel? Have you? They're like literally the reason I'm actually somewhat noticed on YouTube at this point. It's because of a Prinxiety video. If you could date one of the Sanders sides, which one would you pick? Please place in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd put 5 because deceit. That's a good question. Okay. I want to say Logan first, Virgil second. Roman's really not my type. Oh, it's either gonna be Patent or Deceit for 3. Maybe Deceit, then Patent, and then Roman. I feel bad ranking them, but as dating-wise, I'd have to choose them. You answer some questions and it gives you a little date video with a YouTuber. Oh, that's cute. Could I start a blog channel? You mean vlog? Or, I mean, I just put some vlogs on my, my channel now. Oh, vlog, okay. I don't really want to start a new channel, to be honest, but randomly pops in, oh, I'm here now. And question, do you ship any other than Prinxiety and Logicality? I love those ships too, though. Those are really my main ships. I mean, I could kind of get behind Analogical, but really that's the only other one I could really see. Yeah. I don't have anything against the other ships, I just personally don't feel them. Stop notifying me of things. Go away. Cool. Is it true college kids live off Roman? Or do you mean creativity like that? Or is that a... No? I don't know. I got noticed. Yes, you did, Scarlet Hog. I remember your name from my other live streams. What is Analogical? I don't keep up with this. That's Anxiety and Logic. Shipped. Great work on the Sandersize crack video. You should make more. I plan to make more. As of now, I just have no motivation to film. I feel like I could summon enough motivation to film a another crack video, but I promised you all these CMVs first, so I don't know what you guys would prefer for me to do. I love Dr. Pepper. Same. I've drinking like nothing but Dr. Pepper for like the past couple years, honestly, and I'm pretty sure my veins are like, my blood is probably like 90% Dr. Pepper at this point. Hey, I've been watching for a while now. I haven't written anything because I'm shy. Okay, relatable. But you're really cute. I love your hair, by the way. Aww. And your editing skills and Sandersize cosplay videos. Well, thank you. What? Why? Uh-oh, what is this? Why is this? Sorry, I thought it was something stream related. I'm just checking my phone. Never mind. I made my own side. Cool. Hey, I love your videos, and do you know what Wattpad is? I do. And I go there as a last resort when I'm running desperately out of fanfiction. It's not my first choice, but they're not bad fanfictions, they're just, I don't know. Okay, I think I should start playing the game again. Oh yeah, I could see that. I am making Canary with Logicality and Prinxiety. I don't know what that means. Fan art, not Canary. That makes no sense, you're right. It really doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's cool that you're making fan art. Okay, everybody, I'm starting the game again. Actually, first I'm adjusting my chair. Am I too high up? Oh, apparently I've clicked. Never mind. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Hello there. I nearly fall out of my chair, like and pull a Dan Howell. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does your school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're at a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out from all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Oh, do I know Voltron? I'm reading the chat back and forth, I'm sorry. I actually just started watching Voltron. I'm like at the beginning of season 2. But yeah, I do like it. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my fingers. But no one would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Why did I need an image of that? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it would be to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess? Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. I say sigh out loud. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Great. Don't say that out loud, which is exactly what I'm feeling right now. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayoti's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Just so he didn't have to draw another sprite. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you'd take care of me better than anyone else would, anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Ah, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems we wrote down now? I'm curious what my poem ended up as. I don't think it'll tell me, will it? Sayori has his crush. Yeah, I'd have to agree on that. What game is this? It's Doki Doki Literature Club. Run now. Don't make Sayori sad. I can't tell you why, but don't. I think I actually know why. That is possibly a spoiler I was not able to avoid. Yay! Gabrielle, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, do you remember... Did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. Hello, Missy is the master, which is true. I do the same myself. Who should I turn my poem to first? I'm curious what she has to say. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Gabrielle! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not that good a writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than that. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because... Wait, what? Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Gabrielle poem. Why are you so cute? Stop being so cute. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet of paper against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Do I know what happens in this game? It's intense. Don't spoil anything for me. I know it takes a turn into hell, but I don't know how. So I am prepared for something, though. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much it means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Or,
don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Oh, Mage! Oh, okay. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I just want breakfast.
Oh. Click outside the poem area to continue. Okay. I see Deceit has joined us. How do you like the game so far, Deceit? Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say anything that that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
That was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget.
And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Okay. Deceit Sanders says, I actually like this game. I can't tell if that's a lie or not. I'm gonna be disappointed if it's not a lie, to be honest. Just because I wanted a lie from you. But, I guess it's a good thing that you like the game. And I'm gonna rate the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Wow, that took a while. Okay. ... Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. Oh. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it, though. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. That's not what she's doing, but sure. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing is recognizing in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form it to fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Sorry, reading the chat. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? This font is really hard to read. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the something glow, bathing, the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. Must be this one? Is that what it is? I think so. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Dot, dot, dot. Oh no, Thomas just uploaded his shorts compilation. I'm gonna lose everyone. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I noticed. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. I was. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost story? Who? How do you even say that? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Gabrielle. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often tend to express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Wow, I'm bad at reading. Yeah, I thought everyone's gonna be leaving to watch Thomas's video. That's fine. I don't think you'll be missing much. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, or of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. It's only been an hour and a half. It feels like it's been a while. Whew. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. I say out loud, in words. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles... Okay. I like the music change. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Oh, it does run. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What?
Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. I understand. But the other nice thing about simply writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Well, I mean... Hi, Gabrielle. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or something we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Gabrielle. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you care about each other's well-being, even if you just came back from Thomas's video. Well then, hi, Deceit Sanders. Or did you come back? Or are you still there? Are you lying? Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that the kind of vibe I get when reading your poems. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, likes happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Hello, number 1 Fander, you're back too. It must not be a long video. I mean, they're short, so it's in the name. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Everyone's back now. Nice. Why does it still say 9 watching? That's weird. Okay. Anyway. Do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind. Like a film let out of the sun. What? Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into oh, there's a scroll. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That is way too smart for me to understand. That I'm not good with literature. I've been here the whole time. Just Monica, you say? I've heard that plenty of times and have no idea what it means. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, you're not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it, but I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try it so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem, to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism of something? It's clearly about feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but that really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Gabrielle did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent long enough to establish my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Gabrielle liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? Okay, I'm gonna save. I haven't saved in a while, and I have a bad habit of not saving. I'm like the opposite of Mark. Okay. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Gabrielle appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Ah! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was that full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, shots fired. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Gabrielle started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned to me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Gabrielle, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get herself over and learn to appreciate that simple writing is often more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. LMAO, what kind of game is this? It's a horror game disguised as a dating sim. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club. It just hasn't gotten to the horror part yet. You play as a boy in the game. Yeah, I figured. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the readers, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Gabrielle. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but also a waste. You understand that, right, Gabrielle? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori. I don't think Sayori would know what to do, actually. Yes, I know Tom's put up another thing. Stop notifying me. I've picked my favorite. I can't go back. What? Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what I expected at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, thanks. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined somebody's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, and at this point, being defiant is only because she can't handle the pressure. I ended up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Oh, Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her book while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit on an adjacent chair. Sigh, she says out loud. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated at being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Gabrielle. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Gabrielle, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Gabrielle, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that.
I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Gabrielle, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun.
Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Sucks.
Ow.
Huh. I'm trying to pick stuff that would lead me to Yuri, but I'm bad at it, apparently. Ugh. I'm literally picking everything but... Okay. I'm working on it. Sorry, I'm not talking much. Yeah, I'm sorry about the thumbnail. I still wasn't sure what I was doing. And that's what I set originally, and it just didn't change, and whatever. But yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club is what we're doing, not Q&A. Easy mistake, since that's literally what the title says. I'm really late, but I just got here. Hey, this is my second time watching one of your streams. Oh, well, welcome back then. For Yuri, pick longer or more complicated words. Yeah, that's what I kind of noticed. Nope. I'm apparently very bad at it, though. Hmm. Okay, I think I won Yuri over. Sorry. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting again, already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Okay, hang on, my ear is hurting, and I need to switch. I guess these are too tight or something. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Gabrielle.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in such a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which,
I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Eh?
That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Eh?
Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves one option. Reading the chat again, hang on. My first stream of yours, I've watched, and it's Doki Literature Cup, so I'm not complaining, TBH. Well, yeah, it's my first time playing it, and I've seen everyone else on YouTube playing it, and I've been, like, waiting to watch everyone because I wanted to play it myself. I'm back, what's happening? Nothing much, so they just wants food, and is trying to trick the main character as in a poem that was made, but I can't read. So that only leaves one option.
Ooh-ah!
I give up.
Don't make me feel guilty.
There's a bunch of Y's. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
Ah! I wasn't listening or anything.
It was just something in my book. Yuri, told Gabrielle to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering was fair enough retribution. Ah. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Resolution? Wait, what? Retribution, yeah, I was gonna say, that doesn't seem right. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of us all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whap! Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. No, retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes, and I was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Now I want a cookie. I gotta say, you make awesome videos. My favorite is Sanderside's Crack. That might be my favorite video I've made, honestly. So good. Oh my god. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. I can't read, I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm always tired, what am I saying? I see your pun. I've never seen this game, but from what I've heard, you're Urian for something crazy. I'm interested now. I just wish it would get on with it. Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouthful. Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. I'm sorry, I stopped doing the accent. Can Senpai... That's not how you spell Senpai, but can Senpai notice me, please? Gabby Farmer. Hey, Gabby, we got the same name. Hey, Senpai. Izzy Melon. Hello. I can't read that, whatever that word was. I want a cookie too, but if I'm feeling dangerous, I will eat a second cookie. I don't even think I've got cookie dough, which I eat just as much as I would of regular cookies, if not more. But that's out in the living room, and I don't want to go there. Plus, they probably melt with the heat my computer's giving off. If any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you all. There you are. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What helped you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of got lost track of time. Yeah, I know that was a patent reference. I'm always tired. That's what that says. T-I-Y-E-R-E-D. Nice spelling. Oh, I clicked out of the game. Didn't mean to do that. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn Japanese. Wait, that wasn't even close. Piano? Stop notifying me. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Gabrielle. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischief escapade. Hang on. My neck hurts. What? Stop. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Stop messaging me! I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. ... But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, That's not what I meant. I mean, same. I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. Oh, stuff is going on in the chat. Hang on. Hey, Gabby, could one day, by any miracle, could you accidentally stumble on my YouTube channel? I mean, please, you're amazing. Shoot, I can't take screenshots. Okay, I took a picture of the screen, so I'll remember eventually. On the creative side, not the fluffy kind's wordsy side. One would think that the creative side would know a nicer way of talking to people. The logical side would know. Doki, crippling depression. Yikes. Why, they're just silly cartoons, but if need be, I will destroy them for you, Patton. There's just a bunch of same-size quotes in the chat now. Hey, you're amazing at YouTube. Thank you. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Yikes. Hi, just got here. What's happening? Well, I'm playing a horror game disguised as a dating sim called Doki Literature Club, and yes, I've said that a million times because I think it's an accurate description. And nothing's too interesting's happening right now. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Gently giggles, all of a sudden. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Gabrielle? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Well, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. Sorry, I'm reading really quickly now. How do you do something being I'm trying to filter through all the Sanders Sides quotes in the chat. You guys. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because somebody wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy. Because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't mind. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just that it's something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand why Yuri means about reading it in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I really don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... There, this should work, right? I've slid my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page that Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to... That seems like a really unnecessary, convoluted thing to add in here. Yep, just still a bunch of Sage Sides quotes. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient as if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Mother, stop stealing my wife. Whoops. My bad. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me. So I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like it's an intimate exchange. My thumb gently lets go of the page. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. Gabrielle, it's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. Again. I definitely haven't been here this whole time, says Deceit Sanders. I appreciate that. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. My throat's getting sore from talking for 2.5 hours straight. Neck pain. Gotta love it. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to open up on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It would be more fun to read with you after I pick it up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left it off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Okay, I'm saving again. Okay. Sure, why not? Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Gabrielle, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this is, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people will just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If that's alright with you. Okay, reading time. Oh, this handwriting again. Yuri, why do you suck at handwriting? Or it's just too small is the thing. It appeared in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human? I can't tell. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon. I can't read. The urge. An urge. Oh, this is going somewhere. No, it's fine, I got it. You don't have to copy and paste the thing from Google. Okay. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so the bread is always so the bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classy Pavlovier conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. What? What's going on in the chat right now? I don't even know. Okay, well, I read it. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it as at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I usually force to keep to myself. I'm sorry, I suck at reading. I know I've said that a million times, but still. It can't be fun to watch. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Gabrielle? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. but I'm glad you're a good listener. I just skipped this. You should make merch and have a shirt that just says I suck at reading. I'd wear that everywhere. I've worn my own merch everywhere. I took Virgil his advice to hide from the sun. Dot. Oh, I like this one, Gabrielle. It has some nice feelings in it. Oh, I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still liked this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Gabrielle. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Gabby, you're still alive. Yes, I am still alive. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? Oh my god, I'm horrible. That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I do really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that... I missed that. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Why is that so cute? And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Gabrielle. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle down on a shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time has elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let go of one, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. In shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends, and my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Huh, okay. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about this. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Possible foreshadowing. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Ah, well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Good. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Mitsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. I think you think so. Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other and other... You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite song, my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy stepped up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Okay. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people found out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it. Hi again, Gabrielle. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with the masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Gabrielle. I was going oh in my head while reading this. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something like so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze it of the nuances. It can take years of practice, but I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. I wouldn't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, blue, or red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with the space on the paper. Choosing where and how I place the words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the readers. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing difficult decisions. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That was my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, well I guess I'll save. If that wasn't a hint, I don't know what is. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading about each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. I clicked out of the game again. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem and recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anybody else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask of people to recite their poems out loud with a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put a good performance on, then it will inspire others to do the same. And then more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what the literature club is about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them and find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't have much of a choice. Oh, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Possible foreshadowing. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook and to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands between the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is that something she's done more, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation? I don't know, I missed that word. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Oh, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. First, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as... completely skipped over that. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into a sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This may be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around as if bewildered, even by herself. It's up to me to save the situation. The first step is applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Aha. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made for a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I had to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. Oops, I clicked out of that. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through the... Oh, okay, I didn't know you could click out of that. That's weird. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Gabrielle liked it. And I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you very well, nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. they might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Gabrielle. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Gabrielle lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with one I wrote yesterday, or today, or whatever. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. So I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your ability and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright, then. But, whoops. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She shuffles back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be easier the other way around. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what this is like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy. And yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for the day. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for... I said poems. Poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. For the rest of the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. For the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Mom, you should stream more often. I'll take that in mind. I'm actually gonna end the stream in a minute. Like, really soon. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? That's okay, Grubby. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Shoot. Save. Well, I don't want to risk making her sad because I think I know what happens. But I'm gonna make her sad. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awkward turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? It has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Okay, guys, I gotta end the stream there. Because I've really gotta go to the bathroom. How do I end the stream? Well, I guess ending the game was a good start. Shoot, how do I end this?